Hello, hey. Oh my God. It is always something. When I tell you it's all the universe sometimes be trying to work against me, y'all. I don't get it. What have I done to the universe? I don't know. How is everyone doing today? I'm gonna tell you what happened. My computer decided it wanted to do an update. My computer wanted to do an update all of a sudden. How crazy is that? This new computer. So I was gonna come in on the old one, but I'm like, I really don't like the setup on the old one. And so I was like, let me try to see how fast I can get this going, you know? So my apologies for taking all day today. Sorry. So we got Tina Tequila here. Hey, Chrissy. Hey. We got Kimberly Love. Hello. You hear it on time. Cheers. And let's see. Seven Beauty. We have Seven Beauty here. Hi. Hi, Robin. Adriana, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. You said you got your lemon water. Hey, in class, but oh well. Now you're supposed to be paying attention to whatever it is you're supposed to be paying attention to now. Don't be blaming me. Don't blame me. Oh, I think I pulled out a lash. We have Sandy. Hi, Sandy. The nail charmer is here as well. Polished by Shell. Hey, finally made it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I was just saying that I was running a little bit behind because my computer decided it wanted to do an update. So I don't know, you know, I hate when it does that because it's like slowly working, slowly working, slowly working. Then I had just walked out a client not too long ago. I'm washing clothes. I'm doing all these different things, and it's just like a lot. And then we were talking about some stuff. So I'm like, today I got a lot of stuff to do. I gotta go online. So yeah. So how is everyone doing? Seriously, how is everyone doing here? You know, I'm always watching this on my phone as well. So that's what I want to know. How is everyone doing? Whew. I gotta bring it down because you all don't know how much I was scrambling trying to set up, clean up, and at some point I'm gonna have to run down there and get those clothes out the dryer. Nails by Deborah Lynn is here. Hey, so that's what happened. Computer issues, but on the community board, you all I don't know, you all should be seeing that too. You all were telling me to go out in the last live, like go out, enjoy yourself. So let me tell you what happened. I said, funny thing happened. I said after I get off the live, I said, you know what, you should go out. You haven't been outside in days. You should go out. You should have fun. Even though the tire was messed up, I'm like, just try to go out or try to drive to your friend's house or whatever. Do you guys know? You are not going to believe this. Believe what happened to me. I started to get ready to go out and I was just looking for something. And I said, where are my keys? Because I always keep my keys in my purse and all that in a certain place. And do you guys know? I could not find my keys because guess what? A client took my keys home. So I couldn't even go out. Even though you all were telling me to go out, one of my clients took my keys and went home with them. And I was calling around trying to figure out who had my keys. And some people I wasn't reaching, and some people like, I don't have them. Well, it was only, what am I saying? It was only two. So one, she said that she didn't have them, but I think she was kind of sleepy and didn't want to look for them. But I thought it was the other one anyway. So I called the other client and she didn't answer, and it just went straight to voicemail. I'm like, oh my God, I am stuck in the crib for the day. Period. But the problem was, what if, and then I started thinking, like, what if this is not her number? Because I pulled her number from my booking system. And so I'm like, man, what if this is not her right number? How am I going to get in touch with her? You know, oh my God, I started freaking out. So then I had to wait until the next morning. And then the next morning, I tried to call the number again that she had on file. And once again, it went directly to voicemail. So now I'm really freaking out. I'm like, I don't think this is her number because I know for a fact that she gets up and she goes to church because her husband is a minister and they're very deep into the church. And I'm like, I know for a fact that she would be up getting ready for church. And you guys, She did not answer. Luckily, this is where that the critical thinking skills come in. I said, man, I remember texting her back and forth, and I remember her saying her name. This is blah, blah, blah. So I had to do a search, you guys, a search on my messages to pull up a text message that we had a while ago. And luckily, I called that number and she picked right up. And she was like, oh my God, are these your keys? Because I was trying to figure out who keys these belong to. This girl had my whole life with her. Okay. So I wasn't able to go anywhere until she was able to bring me my keys. So no, I did not end up going out because I didn't have any keys to leave out the house. That's why I said funny story. I finally did get out for All-Star Weekend that Sunday or whatever, and it was cool. It was a little it was different. Our city was definitely different with all those people. I could definitely tell a difference with the Chicago people and the non-Chicago people. But I did get out. But that didn't happen Saturday because I didn't have keys to get out there. That's messed up, right? And the funniest part about that is the week before, I had a client. I had my keys on the bench, and one of my other clients was like, "You need to move your keys because somebody's gonna accidentally pick them up." And I was like, "You know what? You're right." And I did it again, and sure enough, somebody picked up my keys, rushing out the door, thinking they were their own, rushing out the door, picked up my house keys. So I got them. I learned my lesson on that, right? I definitely learned my lesson. Um, it's terrible, terrible. So Tina Q says she's doing good. She was cooking and sipping. Had a great day at school. Did 2 sets and worked on your own. That's right. Gosh. Then somebody said, how do you get self-confidence? About you just keep doing it till you do it just as easy as you drive down the street. You'll be doing nails just like that. You don't even think about it. Hey, Dominia, this is our moderator, Dominia. She said, make sure y'all like the video before you leave. I'm so glad you're here. I started to invite some more people in off the groups, and I'm like, no, because I don't know if they're a good fit. I already noticed my dislikes went up, and I never really get them, but they went up after inviting people in. I'm like, I'm gonna let people organically find the channel because I don't want no negative energy. So thank you so much, Dominia, for being here. So yeah. So did you all listen to the case study today? I'm trying to, give people a chance to log in. Hey, Jay Discoveries, you say you're getting ready for school. That's what you're doing. Cool. Did you all have a chance to listen to the case study for this week? This week's case study is she tripping or chipping? I just want to know, did you all have a chance to listen to it? I'm going to play it anyway, but I was just wondering, did you all have a chance to listen to it? Hi, Trina Jordan. How are you? I'm good. How are you? What I'm going to do now, let me tell you all before we listen to this week's case study, this is a real scenario. It is currently happening, and it's from a real nail technician. It's a real scenario by a real nail tech, and it's a real technician. It's not me. It's really happening. What did you say? Oh, yeah. It's really happening. So this is part one, because when the person told me this story, I was like, oh my God, we got to break this up because it's too much information. And so we decided to start with this part of it. So what I'm going to do is, you all know my computer had to do an update all of a sudden. So what I need to do real quick is I need to pull it up on another screen. But you guys, I need you all to be ready to come on screen. I hope that somebody is ready to come on screen to discuss, because if not, I'm just going to stare at you all like this. Or if nobody says anything, then I'll just give my answer and we'll just be like, okay, well, that was this week's case study, because this is all about being interactive. So let me go ahead and pull it up. But if you want to be on screen, if you can really just have your voice on screen. If you just want to have your voice on screen, put your email address and say voice. Because if I'm not mistaken, there's a way for me to do it where I only put your voice and not your face, okay? But these case studies are for you guys to kind of discuss. And it's great to see how other people think, because we think we all think alike, but we don't. So let me pull it up. Now I usually have this stuff I usually have this stuff prepared, but because my computer decided to do restart or whatever, what do you call those? Update, all this stuff erased. So give me 1 second. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen now. And I'm going to fast forward to the right part here.
Every once in a while, something comes up.
Hold on.
So masterful, it leaves you.
Okay.
Hey, Chicago. I need help. I need answers. I have a client. I was doing her. She started coming to me when I first opened my shop. So I was giving her this promotional price for a no chip mani and a no chip patty, which was $50. Typically, it's $70 for both. 75 for both. So I was giving her the $50 price for the no chip mani and patty. So I did her nails March the 30th, to be exact. She texted me April the 17th telling me that her nails chipped. And so I was like, well, no chips usually last for about 10 to 14 days, typically. And she was like, yeah, but the last time you did it, it lasted like 3 weeks. And I'm like, well, you're probably doing something different than what you were doing before, blah, blah, blah. And so she was like, no, I'm not doing anything different. And I was like, well, what do you want me to do? Well, me and my husband, this is what she said. Me and my husband don't have money like that to pay for nail services that's gonna chip this soon and blah blah blah. So she went off the handle on me. So I just said, okay, well, the next time you come in, I'll do your manicure for free, and you could pay for the pedicure, just because your nails so-called chip. So she calls me a month later for an appointment. So she comes in, I do her nails for free. Okay? And I charged her for the pedicure. Okay? My question is, do you think that when is good customer service too much customer service? Should I have offered her half off, or because it's really getting out of hand, So I need some answers. I need some help.
Okay, so there you have it. Be ready to discuss. I will let you guys know exactly what date I gotta see. Okay. So did you all hear that? That was this week's case study. Is she tripping or chipping? And now we're going to get your thoughts on it. Is she chipping or tripping? Is she tripping or chipping? Chipping or tripping? So if you are new to this channel, I do not start out giving my thoughts. This is where the dialogue begins between all the people who are in the group. So I guess my first question is this. Is the client right? Because this is a real scenario, you guys. This is not made up. This is real. Sometimes I'll make up scenarios based off of my life experiences, but this is a real scenario that has happened like recently. Does anyone want to come on screen? That's why this is part one, by the way. This is part one. J Discovery said, not for free. You said, this is team too much. She just stressed me out. If it was not shipped in 3 days or less after the initial service, it's not the nail tech's fault. You say 3 days, that's your policy? You say, no, Robin. You say, yeah, that was too long. 17 days. No, it was time for a new manicure. She tripping. No, the client isn't right, Tequila said. The client is trying to get over. She said her and her damn husband. Okay. Chrissy said, I don't think she's right because it lasted as long as it should have. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm just seeing what everybody thinks about this. And then my next question on this was, should the tech have done the no, I put chop. It should say chip, of course, no chip for free. Should she have done the no chip for free? No, she isn't. The client is wrong. But should she have done it for free? She said she did it for free. So basically, she did it on March 30th. No, she said the 30th, whatever that month was, whatever. She did it on the 30th. And then it was the 17th when she called saying that it chipped and she ain't got money to be spending on this and da 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 da. This sounds like the husband that was trying to go to Vegas. He was trying to get free meals and the cookie. It's a different couple. Mm-hmm. It's a different couple. It's a different couple. You say, hell no. What else? Oh, I got a lot of people in here. What do you all think? You could just go yes or no. Do you think that she should have did it for free? Should she? Should she have done a no chip for free? Again, I say no, but she found a balance to keep her client. See how I told you all don't all think alike. One thing that one person may think, another person runs their business totally different. And this is a real scenario. So not for free, she already getting a $20 discount. Like let's not forget that part too. She was doing her on like this special pricing, introductory pricing for $50. Her pricing is normally $75 for the no chip mani and pedi. She was doing it for her for $50. And this girl came back in 17 days and said, hey, it shipped. And last time it lasted. And I ain't got time to be spending money for stuff like this. Me and my husband, sort of thing. So you say again, no, but she found a balance to keep her client. I understand why the tech felt to do it over for free, but the client is trying to get over. She wants to return and give good customer. She wants her to return and give good customer service, but half off would have been sufficient. Okay, so everybody's saying no, but so far I'm seeing two people are saying on the other end of the spectrum. Okay, I'm just reading comments here. Chrissy said, I would have offered a discount if she would have came within the next day or two. So you're saying within the next day or two. Someone else said within 3 days. You're saying the next day or two, you would have fixed it and you would have still charged her, but it would have been on a discount. Trina says no. No way. Maybe for a discount, but not for free. So interesting. All of these answers are so interesting to me. Interesting. I hope this technician is watching. Not free, maybe half off. After 2 weeks, it's time for another no chip manicure, says Keepin' Nettie. Nope. If I would have given her anything, it would have been possibly discounted. Hell, I bet she don't go to the agents complaining. Loving all these answers. Give it to her for free, only if you really, 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 really feel bad for her. She did the redo as a courtesy. Once you start doing that free stuff, they're going to expect it all the time. And once you say no or go to the regular prices, they want to get mad and not come anymore. In that case, I wouldn't have given her anything. You came in on a special, so you probably already broke anyway. Well, Dominia in some type of mood today, honey. So I'm not looking for you to stay anyway. I would take into consideration if this is the first time this has occurred. In the case study, she said that it had lasted before, but this time, she's calling after. I think she said that, but I know this. That it had lasted, but now it's on the 17th day, basically 18th day, because it was the 30th to the 17th or whatever. Basically 17, 18 days later. If she accommodates this lady, she may as well tell all of her future services are free. Expound on that. If she accommodates this lady, she may as well tell her all of her future services are free. Because she's at this point creating a monster. Right? Because it's already been almost 3 weeks. So in the name of good service, I would have offered a discount. But you're not going to come to me a month after you complain and get a free service. Let's not forget that part. She offered to do it for free. You guys. And so I'm going to go ahead and do it for free. And the lady waited a whole month to come in to take her up on that offer. Let's not forget all the little details of this particular case. I agree with Dominia. She and her husband cheat. I got a question for you all, and I didn't even have it up here, but now I got to put this question in here, listening to you all's answers. Now I got to ask this question. I want your real answer, what you really think. Okay, you all ready for the next question? This is a question I just came up with now. You ready? How long should a no chip last? The reason why I wasn't going to ask that, because I just thought we all were on the same page. But listening to some of these answers here, I'm like, well, maybe I should ask everyone to see how long they think a no chip should last that they do on a customer or client, because they're different. How long do you all think a no chip should last? Did I read this one? Yeah. Nails by Deborah Lynn said, if she and her husband don't have money for nails, maybe she shouldn't do it yourself. But how long should a no chip last? I'm just wondering, you guys, how long should a no chip last? Tina Tequila says 2 weeks. Robin says 2 weeks max. Polished by Shell, 2 to 3 weeks. Chrissy, minimum 14 days, depending on the client's lifestyle. Okay. I'm open for more answers on that. I got one more question. Let me read these other comments before I pose my next question. Well, is it a gel no chip or regular polish? No, we're talking about gel. 2 weeks, 2 weeks max, 3 to 4 weeks. Anything after that is a blessing. You okay? Girl, Because y'all don't know how I was rushing to get up here on this live. My water break. Today, I don't have water. I have this. Well, this is water. This is sparkling seltzer water with a hint of lemon. I like these. Only 100 calories. Need some water. Thank you all. Not yet. I've been drinking water all day. Melinda, 3. So I assume that's 3 weeks. 2 weeks, Kimberly said. So we got 2 weeks, basically like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, somewhere up in that range. Okay, so here's my next question. So I'm trying to get your mind to go somewhere because remember, do you all need to hear this again? It's a lot of little pieces in here. This is a good one. This is part 1. I want to know this. What is your no chip policy? What is your no chip policy? Do you have a policy? Lily Mama Lona said, hello, y'all, I'm super late. No, you're not. Sharina ain't even here yet. So you be Sharina. Anything after Sharina is late. She'll be in here. I think a nose chip should last a minimum 2 weeks, but that could be different if you are rough on your hands. And it depends on your lifestyle. Clients should be realistic. So with that, all this being said, what is you guys' policy on no chips? I'm waiting. And while I'm waiting on those answers, because you all may be typing a little bit, I'm going to just tell you all that in the last live, I was waiting for some of the guys to come in here. Oh, well, 2 things. I have a few things I want to announce. Those of you who have ordered the new apron, the new designs. A lot of you all have ordered, right? They're back regular price now, but a lot of you all got them. This one right here. This one. I want to explain something to you all. I'm on top of it and I'm in touch with my manufacturer. However, a lot of these custom designs are from out of the country, China specifically. And right now in China is what we call, I don't know if you all have ever heard of it, it's the Chinese New Year. And I forgot about that. But also I did look at my emails and my manufacturer did send me an email stating something about the flu, what is that? The flu that's going around or whatever. They sent me something about that, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but they said something about they had closed their plant down 1 or 2 days because of that. And then it's also Chinese New Year. So they haven't shut down, but I think that we're going to expect some delays. However, tracking and all of that is uploaded, but I am in touch with a representative from a manufacturer over there for those particular items, just to make sure that things are moving along smoothly, but you might see a little bit more of a delay than normal on those because of the Chinese New Year. February is Chinese New Year, which is like a big holiday, and a lot of places shut down completely. And I know this to be true just from working in brand management, and a lot of what you all may not know is a lot of the huge companies such as Goody and all of them, they manufacture out of China as well. And so I know how that goes, and a lot of people go on vacation during that time, and it's just they don't take off a day, they take off weeks. So it does affect manufacturing in terms of importing into the United States. So that on top of this flu epidemic, that has caused some delays, and I've been on top of it, but I'm noticing that it's a little bit more of a delay. So no one should be alarmed. Everything has been put in and tracking is there, but I don't know I can't really tell how fast the production is. I'm giving you all time to type. So that's the first thing I want to say, and I'll come in with the second one after we read these next comments. So, okay, let's be real here. This is real talk. Honestly, I don't have one. So the question is, what is your policy? What is your no chip policy? You said, honestly, I don't have one. Cry face. See, I'm asking the right questions so we can get our minds to thinking. I don't have one yet, but I'm listening. I have a 3-day free fix for all of my nail services. After I would charge a fee until it's been 2 weeks, then you might as well get it redone. So, Chrissy, are you saying if it's like 4 days or 5 days and it chips, you will not get it fixed? You will not fix it for free? Even in, I'm listening to what you all are saying, but you're saying that it should last up to 2 weeks, but you're saying you have a 3-day policy. Cece is here. Hey, Cece, how are you? So that was my next question. My next question is, what is your no chip policy? What is, I want to know, you guys, what is your no chip policy? This is a sticky one because no chip is going on natural nails. Natural nails are pliable, all of that. So I was just wondering, what is your no chip policy? So I guess we don't have any more answers on that one. We know how long you guys think a no chip should last. We know that you think that the client was wrong. And the client went into this whole thing saying that my husband and I don't have money to be spending on this type of stuff, even though she's spending $50 for a service that's normally $75. So my next question is this, you guys. Would you be mad at the client's response? Because she kind of went in, like she said, she kind of went off on me. She kind of went in on me and telling me how she don't have money to be wasting on services and all of this. So given the circumstances, 14, 17 days later, and then the client is kind of being rude to you and nasty to you, how would you feel about the client's response and the way they presented it to you and what they said to you? Like, how would you guys feel about that? That part of it. I'm listening. I'm waiting. Okay, so while we're waiting on you to tell me about your response to this, I'm going to tell you the other part of what I have to say. So the men that are in this group, they haven't logged in yet, but I have actually gone in and made 2 designs that are unisex. So it's something that the men can wear as well, where they don't feel like they're being too feminine or glitzy or glammy or whatever, but it's something that relates to the industry. So I'm going to debut them as well tonight. I'm just trying to give more people a chance to log in. So we're going to have some unisex designs that will be shown tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and read some more comments. Maybe they need to revisit their finances. I don't have policies. I'm still working out kinks because I'm still in school. That's why I'm here. Okay. You say I don't deal with attitudes. My business is my sanctuary. You will not disturb my peace. Okay, Dominique. Look, you on some type of you feeling something today. Mine, I'll fix for free up to 4 days. After 4 days, they will have to pay. I wouldn't appreciate it. There's always a tactful way to say things. That wasn't it. Okay. So then I guess my next question. You all want me to go to the next question? Are people still typing? Or I see some comments popping up here. She was wrong because she waited a month, and you have to out yourself. You have to put yourself in the client's shoes. When you pay for a luxury, you expect it to last whether you can afford it or not. I'm going to read this again. And she was wrong because she waited a month, and you have to put yourself in the client's shoes. When you pay for a luxury, you expect it to last whether you can afford it or not. I feel that the client's attitude was too much. She could have found a better way to convey her issue. That's exactly how I said it. Okay, well, okay, Dominique, this is what we here for you today, girl, because you here for us, so we here for you. You get all your frustrations out today. Go on, girl, do it. Go ahead. She was nice to do it after being talked to disrespectfully. Knowing who I am, I may have ended that relationship, especially if she's not paying the full price anyway. Okay. It did say it did last. She wanted extra. Mm, mm. Okay. So we figured out how long you thought a no chip should last. Would you be mad at the client's was the client wrong? How did you feel about her response? And then I don't think I asked this. Would you have offered a discount at all? I saw a few of you all said you would have offered a discount. So I'm just gonna put this out there. Would you have offered a discount at all in this case? Would you? Service was done on the 30th. She reached out on the 17th saying that her nails chipped. And last time it lasted way longer. And her and her husband don't have time to be wasting money on stuff like this, even though she's not paying the full price. Would you have offered a discount or on the next service? But I kind of feel like you all answered that. I kind of feel like you all answered that. So let's see. I got a comment here. Not after 17 days. Nope, no discount. Okay. Do you all want to hear what I have to say? Because this is pretty, for me, straightforward. We're going to take a quick little break, and then I'll come back and give an answer if you all don't have anything else to say. Well, I'm going to ask one more question, and then we'll do that. I'm with Robin. Like there's probably somebody else waiting to take her spot who will enjoy the ambiance and experience. Just saying. Nope, she was already getting a discount. Right, Trina? Exactly. So let's ask, I'm going to ask this last. Oh, well, let me keep reading. See, I try to keep in mind that you guys are typing. So that's why I don't want to go too fast. Yes, I am saying the client is wrong. I feel she was trying to play the tech because she waited a month, but I feel like the client thought she was right. Yep. Even though I think a no chip should last at least 14 days, I would have offered a discount for customer service reasons. Now, Lily Mama Lona said, I personally wouldn't. She seems to be a little bit rude, not the type of client I would want to deal with. CC said, I agree, no discount. So given this case study, we went over a few things, right? It's like, would you be mad? Would you have done it for free? Was the client right? Would you have offered a discount at all? How long should a no chip last? And what is your no chip policy exactly? Yes, she should have come sooner. That 30-day wait is what I'm tripping on. No, I would not have offered a discount because I feel like the way she handled the situation was absolutely rude and unacceptable. And this is Robin, is she bringing me any other business? Now, every point was great, and it's good to see. You see how people think differently? One person will say yes, one person will say no. One person says 2 weeks, one person says a week, one person says 3 to 4 weeks. Everybody is different. And so we're out here getting clients. You don't know where they came from and all of that. And everybody has different expectations and things set in place. I just like this to see how everybody thinks. Do we even like this client? That is the thing. I was talking to Cece about this earlier, how you can like some clients, but they will always try to push it. And sometimes you can be nice to a lot of these people and you could think y'all so cool and you could be nice to them. But at some point, they always try to see if they can get extra out of you. In the end, it makes you feel some type of way because then it's like, are you trying to take advantage of me? Polished by Shell said, right? And Nettie, how long has this been our client? Like, for real, like, how well do I like you? Like, how long you been around? If it's past 10 days, come on now, unless it's a child. Okay. Well, here's my, okay, so given this whole scenario, right? Given this whole scenario, here, I want you all to think about this for a second. We're going to take a quick break because I want you to think about what I'm about to ask you. And then I'm going to come back in and say what I think or whatever. So I'm going to let you all think about that. What do you, given this information, what do you think part 2 of this story is about? I'm going to come right back. Think about it and type your answers below if you don't want to come on screen. Hold on. So, what do you think part 2 is about? Are they related? No, they are not related. How to let a client go? No, this story, there is more to this story. It was so much to this story, we broke it up. She fired the client. Actually, we don't know how the story is going to end because this person is still up in the air about it. She gave the lady a discount, they got into it. What do you think part 2 is about? Hopefully, she got some balls and got rid of her. They are not related. She got rid of the wife. Now the husband is bringing in his side piece. Client maybe said something bad about her on social media. Good one, Robin. Oh, it's probably it's a cousin. No, they're not even related. They're not related. At school now. I'll finish watching this later. Have a good night. You too. The client complained again and didn't want to pay for another service, or the polish really wasn't really chipped. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. This is probably a tax tab customer, not a real client anyway. Her pedicure messed up. She kept asking for a discount again. She got rid of the client. Because this is the first part of the story. She is begging to come back. I know what has happened up until this point, but this is just the first part of the story. But I just want to see if people are thinking about this first part of the story, because there wouldn't have to be a second part of the story. So I'm going to wait 10 seconds. And if not, I'm going to come back with my final thoughts so I don't have to hold you all night tonight. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. The name of this nail case study is she tripping or chipping? Part one. This is part one. If you listen to this nail case study, this client got her services on the 30th of the month, right? On a discounted price. She's not even paying the full price. However, that's not really the big issue here, but it's just some piece of information to know. She was only paying $50 for a service that would normally cost her $75, right? She comes back on the 17th saying that she chipped or whatever. And then she goes on to say how she don't have money to be wasting, her husband don't have money to be wasting on stuff that's not going to last, da, 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 da. The first, and this is why I asked this line of questioning, because the first response should have been, oh, and she said that it lasted in the past for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, da, da, da. It lasted way longer before, and she don't understand why it's chipping now, da, da, you know, that whole little shebang, that whole little scenario. Here's the problem, and this happens a lot with no chip manicures, okay? It even happens with my no chip manicure. I don't know if you guys find this to be true, but with me, I noticed that when you wear no chip manicure, when people first get the no chip manicure, it lasts forever. It stays on a person's nails forever because their nails are in optimal shape and it just lasts forever. However, when a person keeps getting a no chip manicure back to back to back to back, I notice that it starts to break down a little faster. I personally, everything I tell you guys, it ties in a certain way for a reason. This is a scenario where if you are engaging with your client, remember I talk about how to build a relationship, you have to constantly be educating your client. The price is not the issue here. The price is a lack of education and a lack of policy set in place. Because while you're doing clients, especially new people, I may talk to you about the latest movies that are out. I may talk to you about all this fun stuff, but I always go in and throw in my educational stuff. So you can't say I didn't tell you. When a person's getting a no chip, I'll ask them when was the last time, especially if they're new to me, when was the last time you've had it? Were you going to someone else? How long did it last for you when you went there? I get a history. I always get a history. I do it casually during the service, but I get an idea because some people will tell you that they've always chipped and they're just a chipper and they have, just issues with it. And then you need to dig a little further because there may be some extra prep work that you need to do, such as adding some protein bond or something like that on the end of their nails. But then you have those other people that say, oh, my no chips always last. A lack of your consultation or just your research during the visit with the client can keep, if you do your proper research and your proper vetting while you have these people in the chair, you can find out a background about the person as well as anything you may need to do in your prep work, because they will tell you if you ask, but if we fail to ask, then we won't know and we'll find out the hard way. So, and they'll tell you, you can find out a lot about them just by asking, who did you go to? When was the last time you had it done? If they start telling you, oh, I went to this person, I went to that person, I went to this person, I went to that person, it chipped, then guess what? It's them. It's not the technicians, it's them. But are we doing our vetting process and we have these people in the chair? That's why it's not good to be quiet when you have people in the chair. We could talk, we need to bond with them, but we also need to be doing our own due diligence and finding out the client's history. And also we need to be informing them and educating them, because I'll say something like, no chip is really good. I wear it myself, but I just noticed like if I keep wearing it, it doesn't last as long. I just noticed that. And I do nails, and if I haven't worn it for a while and I put a no chip on, it can last a month, even with me and all this acetone and stuff. But I just noticed as I keep wearing the sets, it does not last as long. And I just think that the nails become a little more pliable, a little weaker or whatever. So sometimes at some point, I always have to kind of give them a rest and put a strengthener on them, get them back hard. I just kind of throw that out there. And then after finding out their history with no chip, that's when I will come in and tell them my policy. See, a lot of you all don't have a policy because when I asked that question, I only got, I think, 2 answers. You all don't have an official policy. Now, I personally feel, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I do feel like 3 days is too short. Because if you're telling people that, oh, this lasts 10 to 14 days, which is the real answer on no chip, is really 10 to 14 days. 10 to 14 days, no chip gel manicure should last. But if your policy is only 3 days or more, then it's almost like saying, that would alarm me if I sat in a nail tech's chair and they said, and they're telling me something should last this long, but they only guarantee it for this long. I'm looking like, well, what's wrong with your technique? But if you're gonna say 3 to 4 days is your policy or whatever, you gotta finish that out by saying why. You can't just throw that out there. And are you guys verbally saying this, or this is just something that you have in your head? Let's be real with each other. Let's be real to ourselves. Is this something you just got in your head of what you're gonna do, or have you vocalized this to the client? We don't have to do this in a robotic way, but all of these little details and things need to be worked into the conversation. That's why being a nail tech is not as easy as everybody thinks, because we're doing all this technical stuff, but we got to be doing our probing and vetting, and we have to be educating them all along. So when problems arise, you have your defense already in place. You already have your policy set in place, because then you don't want to sound like you're willy-nilly just throwing things up in the air when you never told them in the first place. You have to be kind of clear of what their expectation is, and then you have to be clear on what your you don't have to say my policy, but like, just, you kind of got to be smooth with, like, typically this lasts I don't, now what I don't do is I don't say, well, if it ships this many days, I'll fix it, because see, then people start playing with that. But my policy typically is with the no chip, if it ships within 5 days, I would say 5 days, 5 or 6 days, I'll fix it, and I'll fix it for free. I don't throw that out there because people start playing with that and, be in and out your chair, even if it's a little corner, and you're not about to be sitting up in my chair and doing all that for no little corner chip. Like, you did something, you opened a can of soda or something, you did something. But typically mine is 3 to 4 days. But see, I don't say that part about the 5 days or so. I don't have an exact number, but I just know. I'll go and look at the date, but I look at about 5 days. But I do put it out there, how long it should last. I'll find out their history, and I'll try to combat any potential problems I see with the primer or anything like that, and I'll take it from there on a case-by-case basis. This particular case right here was a little outrageous for me. It was a little bit outlandish. You know why? Because I know that the policy it probably wasn't put out there like that per se, but this is a prime example of why it should be put out there, because it's 17 days later. My answer to her, as soon as she reached out to me and I looked at my books and saw this person came to me on the 30th, my response would have been, I don't even want to see a picture. You ain't even got to send me a picture. I understand that it lasted before, but just like when I told you when you were here, they usually last a very long time at first, but really they're only supposed to last 10 to 14 days. My work lasts a long time. However, you're overdue at this point. You're supposed to be here for an appointment. Now, no chips are not, they're not built to last a month. Now, I'm just good and they do last a month, but I mean, they're really only supposed to last 10 to 14 days. So you are really overdue for an appointment. See, I'm gonna flip that back on them. I'm gonna flip that back on you, because it's the truth. You're really supposed to be here. So you can't put that on me. I would say it. I've done nothing wrong. You actually are overdue at this point to come in. Just because it lasted 30 days before, that was great and all, but the expectation on gel, no chips, are only 10 to 14 days. That's it. That's it. You are supposed to be in my chair 3 days ago. And if you would have came back 3 days ago, according to what you're saying, the no chip would have been in perfect condition. So my job has been done. It's really time for you to come back. You're not wasting your money. You're getting a discount. And that discount is going to be, that was for the first time clients or for the first 3 months, but you got a $75 service for $50 and it lasted perfectly. You can't stretch out services that long. You were able to do it that one time, but that is not how it goes with this service. You're supposed to be serviced every 10 to 14 days. Seriously. Even if you go into a store and you read and try to buy a do-it-yourself kit, you read it on there, it'll tell you 10 to 14 days. So you're not wasting your money. You're actually getting a very good deal, and my work lasts. So if you want to book now, do you need me to resend you the link? But you should be here. You should have been here. You're actually overdue. You need to come in. You need to come in. Now, let me address that next part about the rudeness and all of that. That person would no longer be getting a discount from me. I would say, so the real price is $75 and it's time for you to come in, but understand that the price is this. Your service is lasting as it should. I don't know if you're used to stretching your service out for a month or so, but that is not the lifespan of gel manicure. It's definitely not. And I've taken every precaution based on what you told me during our previous conversation to make sure that it lasts. And that's why it has lasted 30 days, 17 days up until this point. So you got to come in. You need to come in right now and have it done. And just keep in mind that promotional price is no longer on the table because that was a promotional price just to give people a taste of what I do. I stand behind my work. So I appreciate having you as a client, but there has been no wrong here. My work has lasted beyond. You just said it yourself, 17 days on a service that only should last 14. I'm going to go ahead and read these comments. Chrissy says she's definitely not going to want to pay full price for it. That's what you're saying going to happen in part 2. Muni, hey, you say, yes, need to tell them to wear gloves when cleaning, washing hair, and stay oiled. Tell them not to open Amazon boxes all rough. Ha! And then you said nail polish, including gel, always comes off my daughter's nails. Her nail beds are just too smooth, and that will cause it to happen. And I said that in another video. It's called Why Your Gel Polish is Not Lasting. And that's something that was one of the points I said. If it's too smooth, it will not stay. We never complain when the polish comes off because we know polish isn't going to last. Okay, so going back to that part, if it's too smooth and if that's something that you convey, you need to be etching the nails up a little bit more. And just a little tip, just a little trick for you guys that some of you all may not know, but I'm going to go ahead and give this to you all as a little nugget. When you have those super smooth nail beds, you need to be etching them up with a brand new buffer. Etching it because it's the little grooves and the slices in the nail bed, very fine, are going to help anchor that polish, that base coat. And also, you only want to do and I have one of my very first videos, I actually do a gel manicure from start to finish. And one of the things you can do for people who have problems is to do 3 fingers at a time, literally. Base 3, cure. Base 3, cure. And then base the other 2, cure. And then once you get that base on, that base coat is sticky. So as long as you are basing and capping is important. Capping is stupid important. It's so important. Once you get that base coat, because gel moves. And on a slippery nail bed, you first need to etch it, especially if you see it's especially smooth. You need to make sure you etch it and wipe it down with alcohol. Do not let that person wash their hands. Do not let that person wash their hands. Etch the nail bed and then wipe it down with alcohol. It's in its cleanest, best condition to anchor the polish, to hold it in place. And then you're going to go ahead, if you should be buying some protein bond, Young Nails protein bond. Protein bond, you're only supposed to put along the edge of the nail, along the area that you're capping, and then you base it, and base it 3 at a time. So 3, 2. So now you have anchored the base coat and it has not moved, because base coat will move until that light hits it. So by etching it and putting some protein bond on the tips, you will probably see a significant change a very significant change in how that polish is lasting. Okay, with that gel polish. So that's one thing. With this particular client, they are not paying the right price. I will let them know that, and I will be very clear that you've gotten over and beyond, and it's going to go up from this point. And at that point, if they left, I wouldn't even care because they're probably going to be a problem in the future. I can guarantee you that this person in the future, because, okay, so let's go to the next part. Would you have done it for free? No, I would not have not done shit for free. For what? I did nothing wrong. My work has lasted over and beyond what it's supposed to. Again, because it did the first time, it did the second time. 30 days is not the guarantee on no chip. It's 10 to 14. No, I would not have given her a discount at all. Discount for what? It's time for you to come in. You're supposed to come in after 10 to 14 days. We're on day 17. It's time for you to come in. That would have been my answer. Well, you're past due. I would have flipped that right back on her. You are past due. Boo-boo. You are past due. Discount for what? For what exactly? No discount. We can't hold on to everybody. And that's how you got to sift. We got to realize when we're doing people, everybody is not your clients. Everybody is not your client. Some people are just customers, and you will stress yourself out and be working yourself to the ground for people who will never become your client. They're just customers, and you're trying to hold on to them, and they're just customers who are getting over on you. They're not even a real client because they're not loyal to you in any way. They're only sitting around right now because you let them take advantage of you. And if the next person let them take advantage of them for $2 less, they're going to go right out your chair because they're not loyal to you. They're not a client. So no discount. There's nothing to discount. Nothing was wrong. There's nothing wrong. And in terms of her getting it smart and talking about the husband and stuff, I've been like, there is no waste of money. I charge my worth, and you're not even paying the full price. But you were not paying the full price, but the real price is $75. The real price is $75. You've been getting a discount. You've been getting worth more than $50 worth of work. And it's been lasting over and beyond the guarantee on this particular type of service. So you are overdue, and you should come in as soon as possible so we can schedule your next service. By the way, which will be $75. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's what it is. That's the answer. And this goes back into the last live on how do you build your self-confidence. This channel exists because I want you all to have the self-confidence to be able to stand up in situations like this. But in order to do that, you have to make sure that number one, you have to be clear that you are doing your consultation to find out the history of the client, who they've been going to, because once they talk, they will tell you everything you need to know. Because some of these people, if you really do your due diligence and start doing your consultation work and finding out about their history, you'll find out that they are a chair hopper and they're always in somebody's chair complaining. And that's a red flag. When I start digging and digging and digging, they start instantly complaining about 2 and 3 different nail techs they've been to in the past year. It's them. They're a problem. It's not those nail techs. It's them. And sometimes if you really start asking some real questions before yipping and yapping about everything else, you already know that you're dealing with something. And that should instantly prompt you to go into business mode, explaining your policies and everything else. Because I'm assuming that this was not done. So this person is just trying to pull it to see what they can get. And people do it all the time. So first things first, I said through all my lives, this is a prime example of why we got to be questioning people. I talk to people, you want some water, you want some tea, you want this. But at the end of the day, I'm still probing. Like, so who did you go to before? How long have you been wearing no chip? How did it last for you? Okay, what type of colors do you normally wear? Okay, then I start, okay, well, if they were a chipper, they always have problems or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, I do this and I'm going to make sure I extra, do a little extra dehydration on you. I'm going to put some primer on the tips of your nails. This is just something I do as an extra precaution, but we're going to get you at that 10 to 14 day mark, on the no chip manicure, because that's how, just work it in, but not in a way where you're like being a drill sergeant, but just putting it out there and seeing what you're dealing with. So you don't have to deal with such scenarios like this. Trying to think, did I cover everything? I did not. Here is the second to last part. Here's the other part. You cannot allow a person to wait a whole month to come in when you offer them a concession. When you give a person concession, you got to put some stipulations behind it. Just like I'm asking you all, what's your policy on a no chip? People are like, I really don't have one. How are we running the business with no policies or anything in our mind or in place? You all started giving them saying about running a business. There was no policy in place. So this person was just like, oh, and the person actually let the client run the situation when they did nothing wrong. Okay. They did nothing wrong. Now, I'm going to tell you, if a person reaches out to me immediately or within a few days saying that they nail broke or something like that, I want you all to just give me your answer down below. What do you think is the very first thing I ask them? What is the very first thing I ask them? If a person has a broken nail or a chipped nail or something like that, a few days afterwards, within, like a decent window, 3 to 4 days, like right away, 3 to 4 or 5 days, what is the first question you think I asked them? I know there's a lag on here, so I'm gonna look on my phone. Where is my phone? Where's my phone? Y'all, who got my phone? Dominique, you got my phone? Where is it? I was trying to see because my phone has it's a little faster than this computer. Let me see where it is. What did I do? Take it with me? What did I do with my phone? Come on now, I need a couple more answers. What is the first question you think I asked if somebody reaches out to me? Oh, I'm sitting on it, duh. If somebody reaches out to me right after I did their nails and said it chipped, it broke, it did this, it peeled up. Okay, so this is up to date. What were you doing? What were you doing when it broke? What line of work do you do? No, you probably asked that during the service. How did it break? How did the chip happen? A client took it, laughing out loud. What did you do? These answers, Lord have mercy, y'all aggressive. The first thing I do is say, okay, can you send me a picture? Send me a picture. That's the first thing I do. Think about it. Think about it. Send me a picture. Send me a picture. Send me a picture. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. First thing you better ask for is a picture. Proof. 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 I need immediate proof. That will get you out of a lot of this scammy type stuff that some people will do. Ask for a picture. Oh, hi. Wow. Dang. Can you just send me a picture real quick? Right away. You see that person waited a whole month to come because they said it chipped, but a chip could have been a little corner. Like if you look at the tip of this nail, it's really chipped really, 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 really fine on the corner. First thing you need to see is a picture. First thing you need to ask for is a picture. When a person want to try to come at you like you doing something wrong or they work ain't last, your work is not lasting, picture right away. Can you send me a picture? I had a story where a person, this was last year, said they nail broke. I'm trying to think, God, it's so many people. This girl, new person, new client. Oh my God. Energy was not a match for me at all. And I just already knew from talking to her and listening, you know, I found out what's going on. I'm like, oh, this girl is not gonna be my client. I just already knew it. Complain about everybody else, brag about all this money they making, all this. And I'm like, and then also one of the ones, do what you want to do. Just go crazy. Just do whatever you want to do. I saw your work online. I mean, just go wild. Just go crazy. I'm like, okay. We almost kind of had it out because she kept saying, I'm like, well, what are you thinking? What colors do you like? Just do you. I'm just saying, you the artist. I mean, you the artist. And I can't stand that because I keep telling people I don't even like designs. I really don't. In real life, I'm old. No, for real. I'm getting away from designs. I'm more into the polished, clean look. So this particular girl, I had to tell her, I'm like, let me tell you something. I'm not even really into designs. I do stuff based off of what people show me and, you know, whatever. And also I'll pull up some stuff inspirationally, but I always try to get a feel for what a person likes. And the second part of that is I'm not going to be sitting around playing on nobody's nails because you can do what you want. And when people start saying, do what you want to do, you got to be careful with that because you will get a person. And I done fell in that pigeonhole before when you start doing what you want to do and I don't like it. So now you playing on their nails. And I'm not about to be putting stuff on, take stuff off. I want a schedule. I don't have time for that shit. So I don't do that. Do what you want to do crap with people. We got to come to some type of consensus and some type of understanding before I start drawing. Well, not drawing, but doing anything. I digress. This client, I knew for a fact that she was going to be a problem. But sure enough, she reached out to me like 3 or 4 days later saying her nail messed up. My nail is messed up on the thumbs or whatever. I don't even think it was a thumb. She was saying that they was messed up some type of way. But okay, really what happened was she started, do what you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. I mean, I just go crazy. I saw your work. Just go wild on it, you know? You just go wild on it. And I hit her with y'all already know what I hit her with. You can put it right there in the comments. You already know what I hit her with. After she bragged about all this money she make and she get overtime, unlimited, and she make as much as she want, and she people boss and all this. What's your budget? I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't really feeling her. I didn't really want her as a client, even after the first 20 minutes of doing her. It wasn't a good fit. I said, I said, but you gotta let me know how much you're trying to spend because everything costs a different price. So your set already is already at $60. That's just a set, okay? So how much are you trying to spend overall? How much do you have for designs? Because that determines too what we even start talking about. Once again, shifting the chair. They always move around the chair because then it's like, oh damn, I'm gonna put it to real. We're gonna get in real words because time is money. And so I guess I want to spend 70, 75. See, while you do whatever you want to do. Anyway, this girl reached out to me, which I already knew she would, because after she talked all this stuff and bragged. Oh my God, this girl bragged so much. When it came time to spend that money, she didn't really want to spend the $75 on her set. I don't know what she thought I was. A $30 nail tech when these little young girls was playing around in glitter. I don't know, but I had to hit her. So she paid me, but I knew some people will pay you because they got to save face, but really they didn't want to pay you. So they're going to try to give you a headache. They're going to try to just mess with you because they feel some sort of way about spending this money, even after bragging. So let me keep going. I said, could you send me a picture? As soon as she said whatever's happening with her nails. Do you know that girl did not send me a picture? Like, let's say this was Tuesday. I look at my phone. I'm like, here we go. I've been through this so many times over the years. I could pretty much predict stuff. Okay. Wow. Okay. Please send me pictures so I can see what's going on. No pictures. No freaking pictures. That was like Tuesday. Wednesday go by. Thursday go by. I think like 2 or 3 days later, she sends me some pictures. And whatever she sent me, it was like hardly anything. It wasn't like it was like maybe an edge or something. And remind you, this girl works in something very industrial, like working outside with, she works with the men. That's why she was bragging about making all this money because she do hardcore work. Okay. And it was like whatever she sent me, it was like minuscule. It was like kind of wear and tear considering the type of work that she does. I said, okay. I laughed. I said, it took her 2-3 days to send me a picture. And I know everybody got their phone in their hand 24 hours a day. They can't leave the house without their phone. They will go back and get it. But okay. I'm still work with it. I said, well, And this is another thing people will try to do. This girl told me to do whatever I wanted to do, but I don't think I went as wild as she wanted me to go. But I went within her budget. Because you didn't want to spend no money on designs. You only spent $15 on designs. How wild you thought I was going to go with $15, boo? So I said, okay, what I'll do is I'm going to rebuff that out, and I'm going to put the same design back on there. When can you come? So here we go again. It took her like a day or two to respond. When can she come? Now imagine time is a ticking. So we already going into almost a week. So then she's trying to push it out to the following week, like a following week and a half when she can come back and get this design done. At this point, I just got annoyed. And at some point, with people like this, you're just going to have to take an L and let them say whatever they got to say about you, because they're going to always be a problem. Always, always, always. I said, at this point, because she kept pushing it, I said, at this point, you're pushing into time for you to come back for a fill-in. You need to be here within the next 48 hours, or else I'm not gonna fix them. But some of you all don't have the balls to be this straightforward with people. But at a certain point, you have to. You have to. And then she came back and said something like, well, it's a shame that I spent all this money. I thought you had all this money. This ain't nothing to spend on your nails, but you had all this money balling out of control. But see, I already knew she felt some type of way about spending $75, but she wanted me to go crazy on her nails. But when I put my foot down and said no, because she was trying to push it out, she was stalling. And when I put my foot down, I said, you can't come in the next 48 hours. At this point, it's time for you to come for a fill-in. So I'm not going to be able to offer that to you. Well, it's a shame that I spent this much money on my set and it didn't even last, but God bless you, or some mess like that. I was like, okay, thank you. Block, delete. I ain't got to block. I think I just ignored that comment, but I did block her out my booking system because I didn't want to deal with her no more. I ain't got to argue with you or nothing. But you're not about to play me and be stretching it out. See, what she was trying to do was come back in and be like, well, let's just do a fill-in so I could say, oh, I ain't gonna charge you for designs. You see how people try to play you? She was trying to stretch and push that out. She pushed out the picture some days, and then she waited some days before she responded on when she can come back in, and then still try to push it out some days. At that point, it was going into 2 weeks. Now, if you don't get your ass in here right now to get this fixed, I'm not fixing it. And I don't care if you stay or if you go. I'm not afraid to lose people, because them people will stress you out anyway. They ain't even worth it. They are not worth the money. And I stay blessed. I'm not saying it to brag, but God will bring somebody else in my chair. All money is not good money. All money is not good money. I swear to God, it's not all money is not good money. So what do I think is going to happen next? In this scenario, actually the story is still playing out. But what do I think is going to happen next? Part 2. That client gonna keep complaining. They're gonna always complain because they already thought paying $50 was paying a lot. So they're gonna be paying more. And we got to get to part 2 because it already has happened. Part 2 has already happened. In part 2, they're paying regular price now. So this person's always gonna complain, and they're gonna do like that client I had last year. They're going to always try to push it out, stretch it out. So you could always be in a position to give a discount or do it for free because you fail to have policies in place. You fail to clarify what the expectation is of the service. So therefore, they come back and complain, and you accept it and let them make you feel bad when you did nothing wrong. That's a person that's going to always complain, always make you feel like you charge them too much. They're going to always make you feel like they doing you a favor by paying you. They're going to always make you feel like that. They're going to always try to hold that over your head. Always. Always. You're going to have to get rid of them. You're going to have to get rid of them and make room for somebody who appreciates you and loves your service and tips you, over tips you. And I was just talking to Cece earlier about giving people too much. You know, you give people a little something extra for free and then they start expecting it. And I'm not doing that anymore either because it's business. And whatever you pay for, that's what you get. Because my time is money, my supplies cost money, my expertise costs money. All the stuff I went through is worth me charging. And yeah, and I told my clients too, I'm going up. I haven't went up in 2 years. I should have been went up. Y'all know I go on these little tangents, y'all. Y'all got to come in with some comments. You held with the price. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They will try it. They will. When people start getting on my nerves, like the older I get, I don't have time. My patience is short. Like my patience is not short, but I can sense, my spidey senses for BS is like, bing, because I'm older now, so I can see BS before it even happened. And so I head off the BS with the I find out what's going on too, because clients will tell you their history. A lot of these clients y'all got in y'all chair is giving y'all problems. If you would have did your proper vetting process and started talking to them about their past history with nails, they would have already told you they was a bad client. They would start complaining about other nail techs. And then you would have known their problem. I promise you. I had an employee that would let clients go after one free service. Some people don't play that. I don't play with people. I ain't about to be going back and forth, constantly discounting you and all that. Let me tell you something. If I see an issue, we're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna ask you some questions and see what you got going on. I'm gonna give you some pointers, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do on my end to fix the problem. At that point, if it's not working, I might try something else. But I'm not about to be like doing all this stuff for free and all that. No, I gotta pay my bills. It's like you go to work, you make your money. What if you went to work every day? And I've said this to people: what if you went to work every day and your boss kept changing your rate? Would you still keep working there? You wouldn't. Okay, then this is what I do for a living. What's funny is they will put that pull that they won't pull, will not pull that with the Asian people. No, y'all be careful. That client is doing exactly to her what the other client was trying to do to me. They talked and bragged and talked about this, their great life and all this stuff, and then tried to see what I was going to do. Just do whatever you want to do. I don't care. This is what I do for a living. You tell me what you want and how much you're trying to spend, and we're going to figure it out. I ain't just sitting here trying to draw all day and playing glitter. This is like a real business. I got a set amount that I need to make per hour. How much you trying to spend, and then I'm gonna figure out how much time that take, and that's what you're gonna get within that time slot. You gotta break it down. So your first free service, your last free service. I'll do a free service if it was truly my fault. Now, when people come in, now I'm not gonna lie, I have clients that have broken a nail. It's scenario by scenario. I'll fix my regular nails here or there, but what I won't do is a person I broke a nail, I fix it. 2 days later, I broke a nail. You're not about to be hopping in my chair every other day. Let me fix the nails. At that point, I'm gonna be like, look, after that first time, if they reach out to me again, and I ain't calling you back in my chair a second time to keep fixing nails, because that still takes time out of my books. What I will do at that point is I will say, it's time for you to soak out. If you're breaking like that, it's time for you to soak out. How long you had this sit on? It's time for you to soak out. And I'm not about to keep out. Now that I won't do. If a person, and sometimes people get mad because they become privileged, and they just gotta let people go. Believe it or not, a lot of them people will try to come sit right back in your chair after they go out there in the world and see that you better. Because I let people go. I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I will let people go, and they come right back and book. I ain't got to fall out with them. It might be 6 months later. I look at my phone like, okay, I ain't gonna mess with you. But I do stick by my policy. You need to soak out. Well, your nails breaking because you soak out. I'll be like, well, if you want to repair, see, if I say that, I'll be like, well, you want me to do a repair? I can do a repair, but it's gonna cost. And I will say that after that first time, because I've already put it out there what the solution was. If you don't want to do it, you're gonna keep paying for repairs. If I tell your nails are brittle, that acrylic is broken down, is on its last leg, and you keep trying to hold on to it, I'm gonna start charging you. You can come keep sitting in my chair, I'm gonna start charging you $8, $5, $8, $8, $5. Oh, you want the design back on there? Oh, okay. It's this much this. They'll stop doing it quickly. I've never had that go past one or two of those. That I know how to that. One more thing I was about to say about that. Hold on. Something about repairing. Oh, this is another thing. This is something I really noticed. I'm just taking this down. I noticed that a lot of people, they come to you for a while and they forget. They really forget what it, I'm not trying to say this in a cocky way, but just tap in agreements with a yes if you agree. Some people forget the state that their nails were in when they first started coming to you. I think they really forget. They get so used to you doing their nails nicely, smoothly, long lasting, all of these things. They forget that when they first came to you, their nails was not shaped correctly, bumpy, lumpy, just ugly. Cuticles not taking care of anything. But after coming to you for a year, they forget. Like they started from the bottom of their hair, and then they start putting demands on you. And they forget what they were getting before they came to you because they become so used to you, they start expecting it. And it's like, I've done good by you up until this point, and you know that I'm better than most of the people you've been to. That's why you've been in my chair for a year. So stop acting like my work is not good, because if it wasn't good, you would have left and bounced around like you was doing before you got here. So don't let people make you feel bad. And I have some people have to stop and be like, wait a minute, I have to remind myself. And I've said it to a couple people, like, did you forget how your nails look when you first came? I'm just saying. They will do that. They forget. They really forget. They forget. They forget. And then they start trying to make you feel like you're inadequate. It's just like, that's why I said we gotta understand psychology and human nature, because I noticed that in human nature, when you first get with somebody, period, people praise you. You the best, you the greatest, you do this, you do that. And after so long, when they get used to you, they start trying to nitpick with you and make you feel like you're not the best, not the greatest. This right here is good for relationship advice too. Y'all, I'm in love with these. If you bought me a case of these, I would do anything you tell me to. These are like one of my favorite snacks in the world. They will start nitpicking with you. Men do this too. You know what you got to do? You got to let them go. Show them what they're missing. Let them go out in the world, see the grass ain't green on the other side, and they come back and they appreciate you again. Almost like you got to hit the reset button. Clients do that too. They forget when they came to you, their nails was a hot mess, crooked, lumpy, bumpy ass nails, ugly designs or no designs. You done straight upgraded them. They done got so used to you. They start acting like they can't get enough or you not doing enough. It's like you, at some point, they almost like, I want more, I want more, I want more, I want more, I want more. It's like, God, dog, how much you want? Do you remember where you started? Why is it not good enough for you now? Don't let these people run you. At some point, you got to tell people, like I had to tell somebody a couple of weeks ago, I can't satisfy you. You have to find somebody else. See, now they done wrote a check they butt can't cash. The only thing they can do is go out there and try to find somebody else. Well, go back out there and find somebody else. I wish you well. I'm just gonna replace you. Like you replacing me, I'm gonna replace you. Guess what? It's more clients out here than it is nail techs. I'm gonna find a client easier than you gonna find a nail tech that you like. I'm gonna find a client easier than you. It's thousands of clients in my area. It's only a few nail techs around the city. So good luck with that. That's how you gotta look at it. Tapping agreements with an amen or a yes. I want y'all to understand that. Don't feel afraid to lose people that is trying to play you or make you feel like you're not good. It's more clients than it is nail techs to choose from. We could easily replace them if they disrespecting us or trying to make us feel like our work ain't worth it or we ain't no good. Well, go on out in the country and find somebody. Fly free, bird. Fly free. I love my clients, but if they start getting disrespectful or talking crazy to me, they got to go. So there is a part 2 to this, and I want to tell you right now what has happened next, but I'm going to wait until the next one. I'm going to wait until the next one. So does anyone have any questions or anything like that? Okay, now we got the yeses. Anyone have any questions? If not, I'm going to cut this one a little. Well, it's not short, but it's shorter than normal for us. These clients are not your friends. Right. Yes, you are so right. Man, I noticed that. I'm like, wow, they forgot. Maybe I should take a picture of them on their very first visit and be like, well, go back out here and get this then. I've been charging you the same amount since you came. I give you free stuff here and there. You get treats and stuff when you come here. We talk, we had good conversation. It's still not good enough for you at this point. At that point, then you are just not appreciating me. You're taking me for granted. So go out there and get this again. Or try to find somebody that was giving you everything I was giving you. Sometimes you got to do that. I'm not trying to sound cocky, but you got to remind them of, I'm good to you. Don't try to treat me. Makes me think of that children's book. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to want some milk. The mouse kept asking for more because he wasn't told no. I haven't heard that one, but that's a good one. That's what I'm saying. That's what happens sometimes with these clients. And they try you. And that person who gave that free service, that was the biggest mistake they could have ever made, because they just told the client that they were wrong. That's admitting guilt when you did nothing wrong. So now you just set up, you just created, like somebody said in the comments, you created a monster. You created a perfect storm that's about to start brewing. And especially now that you're raising the price to the regular price, oh, they really about to be nitpicking and coming back trying to find anything to say, because they think they were spending something when they were spending 50. So now they spending 75. Oh my God, they're gonna really be trying it. And since you gave in on that, they really about to, they're gonna always expect you to give in. You might have to just cut your losses with that, else you're about to be stressing yourself out. This is a seltzer water. It's hard seltzer. That's what I'm drinking. Hard seltzer. Spiked sparkling wine. But it's only 100 calories. It's very like keto friendly. But I'm not on keto, but I'm saying it's like it's not fattening at all. So are there any other questions? So some clients, you give them an inch, they will try to take a mile. And I really hate it because that nail tech actually just gave them a mile. 17 days, that was excellent. You just gave them a mile. They're going to always want that mile. They're going to always want that mile. So we're going to come back with part 2 to this. Part 2 is going to say what has happened next, because this person got a free service. But in part 2, there is more to what happened with this same person. That was just part 1. Part 2. So if there are no further questions or anything like that, I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I'm going to do a pre-recorded, we call them premiere videos, and we watch them together. And I'm going to go ahead and record that since I got the lighting and everything set up. So Kevin said, oh, wait. Before I go, don't go, you guys. I forgot to show you all the new smocks that were made. I was waiting for the guys to log in. They did not. But Kevin Valdivinos said, I just found you and I love your videos and personality. I am just starting out on nails and I love your channel. I'm also from Chicago, but you're living in San Antonio, Texas. Hey, welcome. Yes, and I was waiting on the other guys to come in here because we have guys that always log in, but I didn't see them today. So they were like, you got something for the guys? So I set up and designed something for the guys. Yes, I love this White Claw. You can drink these all day guilt-free, and they're pretty strong. But let me show you all the ones for, it's not necessarily for the guys, but these are unisex. So if you all could just give me your opinion, it's 2 that I designed really quickly. The first one is based off of, remember that campaign, Got Milk, right? So right here we have Got Designs. Something that is unisex that both men and women can wear. Got Designs. Very clean, very simple, because they like that designs. But a lot of the guys, I think they thought it was a little bit too girly. And just because a guy does nails does not mean he doesn't want to stay manly. So we have Got Designs. That's the first one. And then the second one is this. Fashion Designer. And that's in a stamp font. So Fashion Designer. It's just very simple, black and white. But when we do nails, we are fashion designers. We're designers. So we have Got Designs. And then we got fashion designer. So those are unisex aprons that I have not put them up, but if you guys like them, I was going to go ahead and get them uploaded to the site, Chicago Beauty Source. Wait, let me take this down. And I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I'm going to do this premiere video that will be up maybe tomorrow or the next day. And I'm going to get the case study part 2 up to this. Since we're talking about it, we're going to get part 2 up so you can find out what happened next, honey. You will not believe. So I'll catch you all later. Bye. Have a good one. Oh, where is it? Boom.